On the front of the Canadian $2 coin is the image of an animal, Ursus maritimus, the polar bear, a creature of rare beauty. But what enables this noble creature to survive in one of the harshest climates on Earth? Are reports that the polar bear is facing the threat of extinction true, or simply a cynical claim in order to promote a climate agenda? Recently, some organizations have used the polar bear as a fundraiser for various environmental causes, relying on its cuddly appearance to garner sympathy to their respective messages. One of the frequent predictions being made is that retreating sea ice will threaten the existence of the white bear. Early prognostications by climate alarmists have led to numerous claims that the polar bear is on the brink of extinction. Field research, however, offers a very different conclusion. In 2005, the official global polar bear population estimate was 22,500. 12 years after that number was published, the global population had increased to about 30,000, and latest reports show it's still increasing. This represents a growth in a relatively short time of more than 30%. The facts show that polar bears are thriving despite shrinking summer sea ice, and the story that they are endangered by declines in summer sea ice is completely bogus and without scientific basis. Dr. Susan Crockford of the University of Victoria reported, "Loss of summer sea ice, regardless of cause, is not a major threat to bear survival. The reality is that their numbers are currently flourishing throughout the Arctic. How is it possible for a huge carnivore to be so successful in a harsh, frequently changing climate? This great bear is the largest living land carnivore, the average male weighing 1,200 pounds with a record of 2,209 pounds. While it can look adorable, it is in fact one of the most dangerous animals on Earth. If one were to specifically set out to custom design a carnivorous predator for the high Arctic, one could do no better than Ursus maritimus. It can thrive in temperatures averaging -30 Fahrenheit in the winter, in a barren, ice-covered land bordered by freezing brine of the Arctic Ocean. What are the survival characteristics designed into this majestic beast? Blubber. The polar bear has a thick insulating layer of blubber, an oily fat between the skin and the muscles of marine mammals. This layer, not found in other bears, is between 4 to 5 inches in thickness and insulates muscles and organs from the bitter cold of freezing air or seawater. Without the genetics to develop this blubber layer, it would not have survived. The blubber also makes the bear buoyant, enabling it to stay warm and floating for extremely long swims. In July of 2011, National Geographic reported that a female polar bear made an epic journey, swimming 426 miles in the Beaufort Sea over a 9-day period. High-tech fur. To the average observer, the fur of a polar bear appears white or off-white. Researchers, however, have found that the coat, made of 2 distinct layers, is very much more than a camouflaged bodysuit. The outer hairs are actually transparent, clear, not white, but because they scatter or reflect the full visible spectrum, the bear appears white. Research has revealed the guard hairs also work to absorb heat, infrared energy coming out of the bear's body. The hollow hairs, being clear, absorb outgoing infrared, directing it back into the bear's body. The hair's ability to absorb radiation is especially high at the specific part of the infrared spectrum where mammals tend to radiate heat most strongly. One result of this astonishing feature is that the polar bears are often invisible to infrared sensors. This design feature drastically reduces radiation heat loss in its cold environment. Thus, the polar bear combines the efficient heat insulation of blubber with a high-tech infrared absorption system, making it virtually immune to cold. So efficient is this heat retention system, the bear's biggest problem, despite its minus 30-degree environment, is overheating when walking or running. Black skin. The bear's skin is black, absorbing rather than reflecting energy. The clear fur allows light and infrared energy of the sun to penetrate through to the skin, where blood carries heat into the body. Interestingly, the bear seems to be aware of its black nose, for as it waits for prey, it will often place a paw over its nose to avoid giving away its position. Sense of smell. In November 2014, Live Science reported on research that suggests a polar bear can catch the scent of a seal on the ice from up to 20 miles away. Socks. The bear comes with a set of built-in socks composed of very coarse fur covering much of the bottom of the feet, which provides excellent traction on the ice. These are among only a few of the features built into the genetics of a creature, purposed to live and thrive in an icy land, making it among the most adaptable animals on the planet, having survived numerous fluctuations in temperature and Arctic sea ice. Despite claims to the contrary, this bear is not facing the prospect of extinction and appears to be doing just fine, a fact to which the Inuit can attest. When one studies the great white bear, one can only be amazed at the complexity of this creature and of the myriad of specialized parts that all work together to ensure its survival. Any honest thinking person can only conclude this bear is a product of deliberate design at the hand of a being of bewildering capacity.
If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And for more content like this, please visit our website at tomorrowsworldviewpoint.org.